Hey, aloha everybody. Eric West here with HawaiiRealEstate.org. Hey, if you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything you need to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't always find it in the listing. What you've landed on here is my weekly Maui Market Watch. And I am very excited about this report. It's something I put out every single week, and it's designed to be the ultimate resource for you if you are a buyer looking to buy something on Maui, or if you're a seller. And I'll explain that here in a minute, why this report would be helpful if you're a seller. But as a buyer, the reason I create this report is, number one, I believe that most buyers are looking for a good value. And, it's the real estate market's notorious for sellers, kind of fishing the market and trying to sell something for way more than it's worth. And so as a buyer's agent, I really combat that in the sense that I want to make sure that there's a fair market price and that everything is accounted for. So something doesn't sell for less than it should, doesn't sell for more than it should. It's certainly if there's a good deal because of extenuating circumstances, I want to be the agent that's aware of that, because a lot of agents aren't. And I want to make sure that you're aware of it, because in this day and age, everyone's got a website with fancy pictures, but I want to provide data that you just can't find anywhere. And that's honestly the truth. It can be difficult to get to this information. And so what I do is I take this information directly from our Maui MLS system. I import it into an Excel spreadsheet, or it is an Excel spreadsheet, but then I export it into a Google Sheet, because that is, I found, the best way to share it with you, and you can get to it from your computer, and then you can pull it in to your spreadsheet, whatever you use, manipulate that data, and hopefully become as market savvy as I am, so we can make some good decisions together. So let me take you to where it is real quick on this demonstration. Now, by the way, you can find the link to this below in the description of this YouTube video, or you can navigate to my website, which is HawaiiRealEstate.org. And if you drop down here under sellers and then blog, it's the very latest blog post, and looks like this. It says Maui Real Estate Market Watch Merrick West In-Depth Report. And so I'm not going to go through the whole report because you can read it, but I just want to give you a quick tour so you can see what's available to you. So here's the tour. The first thing you'll notice is there's a link directly to the report at the top. So if you don't feel like reading my whole article, that's cool. Let's just get right to the information. And that will take you, if you click that link, to this Google Sheets spreadsheet, which is basically a web page, but it's also a spreadsheet. And at the very top are all the tabs that are within the spreadsheet itself. The very first tab is all the new price reductions. And the cool thing about this is, even if you found an old video of mine talking about this report 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago, this spreadsheet link will still be active and up to date, which is really nice. And all of the historical data is in here as well. So at the very top, you'll see here all the price reductions for this last 7-day period, and you'll see there was a total of about 1.1 million and about an average of 7%. We might be asking yourself, well, how does that compare? Is that a good week? Is that a bad week? And you can just scroll down and see the week before we had $5.4 million in price reductions for an average of 13%. All of the properties that were price reduced are listed, and if at any time you want to go look at those listings, I provided a hyperlink right there in blue that you can go visit. Now you'll see all the other tabs up here are also very good information. Everything that is sold on Maui in the last week. Now, the reason that's important is because it's the sales data that drives the market. So whenever you make an offer on a property, we're always going to look at the comparable sales in that neighborhood or in that building in the last week, the last month, the last 6 months, to drive our offer price. And that really is one of the most powerful negotiation tools we have to keep sellers in check, so they're not selling it for 20% above the market unless there's a really good reason. The next thing you'll see here is all the new listings. This is everything that just came on the market here on the island of Maui in the last week. As you can see, there's quite a few new offerings, but that's important to keep an eye on what's coming onto the market, because you never know, there could be that perfect home or condo you've been waiting for, and this is the best way to find that. Also, there's a hyperlink here, so you can go look at all those listings and the pretty pictures. And then the next 4 tabs, are all the top 20 home deals, top 20 best vacation condo deals, top 20 best long-term condo deals, and the top 20 best land deals here in the state of Maui. the state of Hawaii on the island of Maui. And then after that, I just added a couple new ones. I just added all the pet friendly vacation condos, and I also added all of the sales data for the year 2018, 2019, and 2020. That'll show you everything that's closed, homes, land, and condos in the detail of each individual sale. So there's some great data there if you want to access something like that. But the last thing I'd like to point out is this week I have also added, let me open up the post here, about halfway down, you'll notice this is actually a really big one. I've added the luxury market report for the entire state of Hawaii. Now this is an aggregate look, but also you can drill down and look at the report for each island, and it's a very nice interactive magazine style issue interface. But check it out. It's some really, really great information here. If you're in the market for a luxury home, I think this is a must read, and I'm glad to provide it to you, and we'll do so every time we put out a new issue. So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. Certainly, if you are in the market to buy a property here in Hawaii, I'd love to put you in touch with a good agent. If it's not on Maui, I'm obviously the guy on Maui, but I've got some awesome agents I know over on the Big Island, Kauai, and Oahu. And then also, if you're a seller. Now, why is this information important if you're a seller? Well, if you're a seller, these buyers are who we're going to be marketing your property to. And so it's good to know the information that they're looking at and to know the data of what has actually sold in your neighborhood or your condo complex. And also just to see that this format, this YouTube, such a wonderful platform. If I told you the amount of views I get every single day on the whole channel, you probably wouldn't believe me, but it's probably the most watched YouTube channel right now for real estate here in the state of Hawaii. And I'd love to connect with you if you're ever in the market to sell your property. So if you found this video helpful, I'd love a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I look forward to working with you in the near future. Until we meet again, aloha from Maui.